Hello there, I am Dr. Okolugbo. You're welcome to my YouTube channel where we'll be solving problems relating to business mathematics, business statistics, analysis for business decision, as well as other related topics. I want to encourage you as you go through these videos with me, you have your paper, your pen, and your calculator to solve these problems with me. Also, please do like, share, and subscribe so that you can receive notifications for upcoming videos that we'll be uploading. Thank you. Hello there. So welcome to another session on moments of a distribution. We're going to look at another problem with on group data with frequency. Just follow me as we look at the workboard. Here we are having another example. We have example 3, and we're looking at finding the first 4 moments of the data. We have our values as x, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 to 13, and we have our frequencies given as you can see above. Now let's draw a table. We have x value here, and our x values are given as 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and then 13. Our frequency given as 1, 4, 6, 2, 4, 1, and 2. Remember, to find the moments of a distribution, we must find the mean of the distribution. From the mean, we will not find the deviation from the mean of the data in the distribution. So to find the mean of the distribution, we have to find the summation of the frequency with the data divided by the summation of the frequency. As you can see up here and down here, we have our mean given as summation fx all over summation f. So we have to find summation fx. First of all, let's do that with me. Fx, 1 times 1 equals 1, 3 times 4 equals 12, 5 times 6, 30, 7 times 2, 14, 9 times 4, 36, 11 times 1, 11, 13 times 2, 26. Okay. Now what's the summation of fx? Can you do that quickly on your own? What I have here is 130. 130. Have you confirmed that? Thank you. Now how about the summation of f? Can you add that up? What I have in my notes here is 20. So that our mean will be given as 130 divided by 20. And 130 divided by 20, what will be our answer? Thank you. That is 6.5. 6.5. Now we will now find the deviation from the mean. The deviation from the mean. Now we're familiar with the deviation, which is x minus x bar. X minus x bar. So each of the value of x minus the mean of the deviation. Follow me along. 1 minus 6.5 will give us minus 5.5. 3 minus 6.5 will give us minus 3.5. 5 minus 6.5 will give us minus 1.5. 7 minus 6.5 will give us 0.5. 9 minus 6.5 will give us 2.5. 11 minus 6.5 will give us 4.5. 13 minus 6.5 will give us 6.5. So this is the deviation. The next thing we'll do is to find the first degree of deviation. And to find that, we must multiply the deviation by the frequency value. So what do we have? We have FD. So that is frequency times the deviation. Frequency times the deviation. If we do this, 1 minus times minus 5.5, that gives us minus 5.5. The next one gives us minus 14.0. The next one gives us minus 9.0. The next one gives us 1.0. The next one gives us 10.0. The next one gives us 4.5. The next one gives us 13.0. I trust you're following me wherever you are. Thank you. Let's look at the second degree of deviation, and that is FD raised to power 2. That's the second degree of deviation. And to get your degree of deviation, second degree of deviation, you have to multiply the value of D, the value of your deviation D, this column, multiplied by the FD column. And we're going to do that here together. The first value we have, if we multiply this times this, it should give you 30.25. I have rounded off to 2 decimal places in my solution. Now the next one will give us 49.0. The next one will give us 13.5. The next one will give us 0.5. The next one will give us 25.0. The next one will give us 20.25. Then the last but not the least will give us 84.5. Okay, 84.5. And we'll find the next degree of deviation, and that is FD raised to power 3. FD raised to power 3. Remember, to get FD raised to power 3, you have to multiply D, the value of D here, this column, multiply by the values in FD raised to power 2 to get FD raised to power 3. So to do that, we have this times this to get this. Can you do that with me wherever you are? And then what we're going to have will be, the first one will be minus 166.38. The next one will be minus 171.50. The next one will be minus 20.25. The next one will be 0.25. The next one will be 62.50. The next one will be 91.13. The last one will be 549.25. That's our third degree deviation. Let's now do the fourth degree deviation. The fourth degree deviation, let's move to this side of the void. The fourth degree deviation is FD raised to power 4. FD raised to power 4 will be multiplying the values of D, the values in D multiplied by the values in FD raised to power 3. And what we have here is 915.09. The next one is 600.25. Now mind you, this is minus times minus. That's why it is positive here. This one is negative because this is minus times a positive value here. That's why this one is minus. So for this one, we'll give you all positive values. The next one here is 30.38. The next one is 0.13. The next one is 156.25. Are you following me wherever you are? Thank you. The next one is 410.09. Then the last but not the least is 3570.13. So these are the values of the degrees of deviation. What's the next thing we do? Wherever you are, tell me, what's the next thing we do? Thank you. The next thing we do is to sum the degrees of deviation. We are going to sum the degrees of deviation. Now, when you do the first one, this one, FD, it should give you 0. If it gives you 0 point something, just ignore whatever decimals you have, because whatever you multiply by 0 will give you 0. So ignore the decimals you have behind the 0. So that we have 0. Now the second one, that's the summation of FD raised to power 2, what did it give you? Thank you. For me, it gave me 2, 2, 3. I trust that's what it gave you. Okay. The next one, FD raised to power 3. If you sum this up, summing, taking note of the negative values, it should give you 3, 4, 5. Okay. Last but not the least, the 4th degree deviation should give you 5682.32. That's what you should have. What's the next thing we do in finding the solution to this problem? Thank you. We'll find the moment. So right here at the side of the board, I'm going to write moments. The moments will be given as, the first moment is summation FD all over N. And summation FD is what? 0. Summation FD is 0. So we have 0 divided by, what is N? N is the summation of your frequency, which is 20. So that's 20 equals to 0. Now the second moment is summation FD raised to power 2 all over N. What do we have? We have 2, 2, 3 all over 20. Can you do that at home? What do you have as your answer? The answer I have is 11.15. And these are our variance. This measures our variance. Okay? Then we have our third moment, or third degree of deviation. We have summation FD raised to power 3 all over N. And the summation is 345. So 345 divided by 20. What do we have? My answer here is 17.25. The next one is the next moment, the 4th moment, is summation FD raised to power 4 all over N. And what's that giving us? Our value here is 5,682.32 all over 20. And what's our answer? The answer is 284.12. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can see from our workboard, the first 4 moments of the following data with frequency is given as this here. Please drop a line or 2 under the comment section. You can like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you.